Many times we complain about our relationships. Many times we complain about ourselves, about our families, about our marriage, and all that. But most times we are actually the enemies of ourselves. The Jews were the enemies of themselves because they had this shield, they had this stubbornness, which was an obstacle. Because many times we say, oh, my relationship is not working, oh, my husband, my wife, my children are like that, like that, like that. But we forget that sometimes we are also stubborn. Sometimes we are overcome, sometimes we are overwhelmed, sometimes we are prompted, sometimes we are controlled by the anger and hatred in our hearts. And that's why our relationship do not work. That's why we don't recognize the goodness in our husband. That's why we cannot recognize the goodness in our wives or even in our children because of hatred. Inordinate expectations. Those who have a lot of expectations from other people, they are actually tormented or tortured or wounded or broken by their own expectations. Because when I set my own expectations to you, we are different people. You are different from me. I am different from you. So if I use my own expectations to judge you, automatically I'll be the one wounding myself because you cannot be me and I cannot be you. Why did Jesus choose that animal, sheep? Why not goat? There were goats in the time of Jesus. The sheep is an animal known for its openness. The sheep is an animal known for its malleability. Malleable means that it can be formed. You can even the way we have our pet dogs. Sheep can also be a pet because we can control the sheep even more than the dogs. And the O means obedience. Sheep are usually very obedient. This is actually why, these are the three reasons why Jesus chose to speak to us using the symbol of the sheep. If you have watched the flock, the sheep moving, if you put something as an obstacle on the way of the first sheep, the first one jumps it. The second one comes, jumps it. The third one comes, jumps it. Even when you remove that obstacle, all of them will come to jump that place. Why? Because the sheep, they are very obedient. Whatever the leader does, the final one will do. This is why Jesus talked to us about the sheep. And we are the sheep. I know that we have heard this kind of expression, don't follow that person sheepishly. I will follow him sheepishly. Why that old expression? Because the sheep is always susceptible. Because the sheep is always obedient. So that when Jesus says to us today that my sheep hear me and they follow me, the question that comes to mind easily is, in the world today, there are many voices. The voices from the internet, the voices from relativism, the voices from modernism, the voices from anger, the voices from jealousy, the voices from prejudice, and all the negative voices. How can I, as a priest, how can I, as a Christian, how can I, as a husband or wife or a child, how can I distinguish or decipher the voice of the Good Shepherd? The disciples were first called Christians in Antioch. Why? Because of the way they lived. Yes, we are all the sheep. We are the flock of the Lord, but we must not take advantage of other people because we are like sheep. Because we are obedient and malleable, nobody should use that as an opportunity to abuse other people. The Christians, our ancestors in faith, they did not abuse one another because they were the sheep. No. But they respected and loved one another.